baby. Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Now, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be
yo, Mike, check. Mike, my mic sounds nice. What's cracking? You already know what it is, baby. Yo, first one in, Pescatics. If you still up in there, thank you. Monica Lynn, thank you. Fish Tropic, always in the place. Mr. 3000's up in this thing. Rob's Aquariums, appreciate you. What's up, y'all? What's really good? What's really good? You know I gotta get up and feed the fish.
It's all about Benjamins. What? I get a 50-pound bag of ooh for the mutts. 5 carrots on my hands with the cuts. And something you wanna figure out.
Don't look at the bottom.
Drinking more liquor, driving the broom.
I've been in these bottoms all day. How many of y'all been in our pajamas all day? You know what I'm saying? You're not going anywhere for a while.
Popping crystals, freaking the 3/4 reptiles. Enormous cream, forest green. Binge G from my team. So while you sleep, I'm a scheme. You see through, so why nobody never gonna believe you. You should do what we do, stack chips like Hebrews. Don't let the melody intrigue you, cause I'm leave you. I'm only here for that green paper. I'm strictly trying to cop those colossal size
Picasso. Yeah, what up, Honda Civic? Thanks for coming through, bro.
Shit transporting in a chocha. Stampeding over pop modes, never sober. Flexing Range Rovers, stealing away from
Yep.
avoiding arcs with camcorders
and Apocalypse is doing his thing in there.
This chick named Alona from Daytona. When I was younger, once the corner, but now I only hit chicks who went beauty pageants, tricking and taking me skin at the ass.
He's the next one to go. That Orange OB Peacock is the next one to father out some fry.
With the man singing Italian music down the river with your chick clinging to my Bizz. Player you mad for acting hard when you was pussy as RuPaul's.
All right. Right on, Rob. Rob's Aquariums, appreciate it. I'm gonna change the look on it while I got time now. So, yeah, man. Excuse me. Appreciate you all for coming through, man. I know this is a little bit later than my time, but I ain't doing nothing tomorrow or the day after that. And hopefully you all get the chance to stay in and not do too much of nothing anyway. I want you guys to kind of pay attention to my get up though, kind of real quick. This is going to come to play when we get a little bit later in the stream. You know what I'm saying? This is a corduroy jacket. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get that together. Get your turkey sodas out. Hopefully you guys don't have nothing to do tomorrow. St. Louis has just been put today on a mandatory stay at home. Stay in your house unless it's something important. A lot of jobs have put people at home. Man, I was about to say on house arrest. That's how charmingly ghetto of me. Well, got people at the crib, man. So if you're at the crib, if you're able to work from home, they are actually instituting that now. St. Louis put that ordinance in today, gave people a curfew if you do go out. No one can gather besides 10. No more than 10 people at a time. They're trying to go ahead and take that curve and level it out, man, on this pandemic. So I'm advising you all, to adhere to your CDC about what's going on and the moves that you make, man. Just kind of chill out and do what you do, man. Get yourself some rest, some R&R, and yeah, man. Hopefully this thing can pass through without taking its toll. I know in St. Louis, that's what we trying to do. People got things to live for, man, but I I don't know what your take is on it, man. Is it a government conspiracy takeover? Hey, we've got to, some people think it's that. Um, Religious people think it's God's way of saying, hey, you guys have been running amok. You guys need to go home, chill out until I tell you to. All right, until I tell you to come out. Um, Anaya, thanks for coming through. That's one of my students. Casey Claiborne, thank you for coming through. That's the best second grade teacher ever. Soon to be principal. She says she's house sick. Pestatics, I'm still working. Thank God pet stores are considered essential, but it's a payoff because I'm more at risk. Yeah, man, look, if you don't have to, man. What I was saying was some people think it's a government conspiracy. They let this thing out because, this is how they tried to control you to stay in your house just like that at the snap of their fingers. We're at the government's whim. Religious people think that it's God's way of saying, yo, you all chill out, and y'all could come out when I tell you to. Yeah, it's a bunch of little different theories that's going around. So it is what it is. If they say that this was what it is and they don't want people to catch it, I've got a lot to live for. I've got 5 kids between me and my wife, and yeah, man, people want to stick around. People trying to stick around. So whatever it is, man, I'm doing my part. Look, I've been in these same jammies and flippers, man. These same jammies and slippers all morning. It's all good. Well, actually, not these same jammies because I did take a shower. The wife makes sure she lets you know when you stink. Just because you staying at home don't mean that you ain't got to wash. Dudes are kind of nasty, man. Look, guys will just be like, well, whatever. Look, I'm up, scratch, belch, whatever. Come downstairs, jump on the game, be on that mug for a couple hours, make breakfast, lunch. We eat that, come back down, maybe do some laundry if we, you know what I'm saying? But once you do everything in the house for like, let's say you nasty and you hella dirty, all right? Maybe it take you 4-5 days to get your whole house in order. And now you got time so you could do everything. Okay, after about them 3 or 4 days, and you got to still stay in the house for another, 30 days? If it's clean, it's clean unless you got kids and they running everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put your foot down on these little guys. They're going to have to start cleaning too. The 2-year-old he is peeing in the toilet. That's right. We don't have any Cheerios or anything because, that's what you do. You throw the Cheerios in the toilet and, hey, yo, hit the Cheerios. We got the goldfishes, though. So hit the fishes. Fishy piss. Hey, it's all about the fishes. But you got to pee on the fishes. You know what I'm saying? The fish. But Holly Gibbs, thanks for coming through. My fiance is over the road truck driver. Stay worried about him. As long as he keeps to himself, Holly, I think everything should be all right. It's really more airborne and droplets. So sneezes, coughs, rubbing that stuff on your face. People that don't, wash their hands on a regular. If you go into the bathroom and you're not washing your hands on a reg, that kind of stuff is really kind of, it's disgusting. My job's considered life essential. Kind of has me worried being exposed to the public. Rob's Aquariums. Yeah, man. Just try to take care as best as you can. Stay hand sanitized up. Make sure that you just don't touch your face. Make sure that you don't be in proximity of people if at all possible. I know some places are considered life essential, but I would consider those places like hospitals and maybe doctor's offices and stuff that really needs to help human life. But I got a partner who works at Nike. My cousin works at Nike in Memphis, and they said since the mayor said that the warehouses are life essential. Now, if anybody knows anything about Memphis, they are the FedEx and UPS hub of the world. So everything goes through them that gets shipped out to FedEx and stuff like that. So maybe those may be life essential, but you in your Jordan 11, you in your Air Maxes, is that really life essential? Who's walking around their crib with the new Maxes on that they got from Nike? They had to get it shipped. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they just taking advantage of, man, the mayor wasn't specific, saying maybe these certain warehouses need to stay open. When he said, essential warehouses need to stay open, Nike considers themselves essential. So he has to go in there daily and deal with that, man. And that's kind of went to the creek today and caught me a lot of goldfish. Okay, Holly, it's great. When I was reading the ordinance, they said they were shutting down, like trying to limit going to the grocery store, but you still can go. But they're limiting the amount of people that come in and stuff like that. I've got a question. Quick Trips. Now, my wife has been sending me into Quick Trip to get her large cups of ice. Excuse me. Because it's soft or whatever. They've got some crushed ice in there. I go in there and get maybe about 3 or 4 cups. They were selling it for like 26 cents. Next thing I know, I see nothing but people getting nothing but cups of Quick Trip ice. Like, this ice cannot be that good. I tried the ice, y'all. The ice is that good. It's some fire ice. Like, it's not big, thick cubes, and it's not like little bitty crunch, little trickles. It's like a nice size of crushed ice, and you chew it, and it almost like it's chewy. It almost like sticks to the roof of your mouth and then melts. Like, it's freaking awesome. So I go in there, Quick Trip. Now they have posted on the door, no more than 10 people allowed in the store. Boom. I go in, it's like me and maybe 4 other people in there. They're all on other sides of the store. I go in there to get the ice though, right? The ice is been boarded up, like it's got tape on there. It just says out of order, out of order, out of order. It's on the ice, it's on the soda, it's on the coffee, it's on everything that you self-serve. So they said all of the Quick Trips are like that. We're no longer doing self-serve drinks at all. So if there's something in the refrigerator that you want, you'll get it out the refrigerator. Other than that, no go. So you can't go self-serve yourself any, Gatorade or the soda or the smoothies or the coffee or whatever else that you want. Larry D, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. So everybody's really on it. Everybody's really on it. And I'm actually, even though it may be an inconvenience for a lot of you guys, it's needed, man. It's needed until we can get a handle on this thing. Airborne and droplet-borne viruses like this spread so rampant, you guys. Think about, everything that's going on in Italy, like the lives that have been lost there, and so much. So this stream is not for that. This is to kind of a more of an uplifting, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, what are you doing? What are you doing? For the most of the people in the chat, it seems like they are still kind of going to work. But for those of you guys who are working from home or are retired or are not going to work, have you guys been limiting your travel away from home? I'm not saying out of your city, but your travel away from home. If you're at home, man, and at home from work, shoot a thumbs up in the chat real quick, or say something about you guys being at home if you're at home. Have we met up? I've known 3000 for 25 years. Wait, how old are we, dude? Oh, longer than that. 14 or 40. I don't know, do the math. Like 30, like 30 some years, right? Um, yeah, I've known 3000 for a long time. Went to the same high school, grew up together, played on the same basketball team, done ran the streets, done we done threw parties in downtown St. Louis together, just a bunch of stuff. Oh, the discus laid eggs in Robert's aquarium. That's what's up. I taught him everything he didn't know. I'm working, but hard. I'm working, but had today off and clean 10 tanks. I drive to work and back and nowhere else. That's what's up, Monica. That's what's up. And clean 10 tanks. You be busy over there. I seen you when you were setting those joints up. Looks good. It looks good. Monica Lynn, y'all. And Monica, until this thing hit, I was still have your donation for the class, and it looks like it ain't no class, but it will be soon. I am still working with that, and we're still naming you a fish. Everything, it's gonna go down. And I wasn't sure if postal was working, so I still have your stuff ready to roll to get sent out to you. You're old when quarantine doesn't change your life much. Pepperland Creek Aquatics. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, man. The Lou, home of the Cardinals and the Blues, baby. Used to be home of the Rams, the greatest show on turf, but we won't get into that. Zinjan made it in. That's what's up. How you doing? Good evening. Candy is here. Thank you for coming through, Candy. I think this later time might be a little bit better. 3000. I'm glad you're lurking. I missed you, Candy. Absolutely, Monica. It's gonna be the biggest, brightest, beautifulest fish that I can find, and it's gonna be named Monica Lynn. Lebanon, Missouri, here by Bennett Springs. Okay, another Mo resider from the MO. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I wanted to do the stream, and I did a little bit later. Today was my first day actually back to work. For those of you guys that don't know, I teach physical science and biology at U City High School, my old high school. This is my first year there. I've been teaching for a total of 13 or 14 years now. Science ed. So, we actually had a Zoom. For those of you guys that might not know what Zoom is, it is actually what the colleges, and I'm in college courses, finishing up my master's for administration. So, hopes of becoming a principal this summer. I should be done this summer. Home of the Battlehawks, Pepperland. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Battlehawk Nation, baby. Got to know about it. We took that L before the pandemic hit. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Crap. Oh, I had my first meeting. So we had a staff meeting today, about 95 people all on the computer screen. The principal was talking, everybody else was muted, of course, and he was letting us know how the new course of action is going to go. We're calling it distance teaching or distance learning. All right. So Google has a app called Google Classroom. And with Google Classroom, you're able to have your students join in, to the classroom. Once they join into the classroom, yeah, assistant principal, Fishy Bizz, yeah. Once they join the Google Classroom, then you're able to assign assignments there. You can give them grades there. They're able to work at their leisure on their computer, and you'll converse back and forth through email. All right. this is my first time using this technology with as far as Google Classroom. I'm more traditional. I like to be in your face. I like to have my class right next to me, make sure that I pass stuff out. But of course, in this, you can't do it. So I set up my first Zoom. I set up my Google Classroom. And at first, I wasn't getting my students to join. I have like 100 students total. And when I first set it up, maybe 5 students came in this class, maybe 7 in this one, 10 in this one, but it just wasn't adding up. So I was just like, oh my God. So I sent out like 2 more mass emails to students and parents. And now my numbers are getting there to a point to where it's looking a little bit better. So we were talking about that. Now our meeting lasted from 8 to 12. Tomorrow we have breakout sessions where if you don't know something online, they're going to have a link and you get to go there and learn about what it is that you need to do before we have class. Our first day of class will be on Wednesday. So I have to have open online office hours where I get to talk to my students just like this, and I'll be able to see them on the screen. They'll be able to see me demonstrate, what the next lesson is, or if they need help. I'm available for questions from this time to this time. And then any other questions have to be emailed to me. It's pretty ingenious. I kind of think that they might do away with the whole school building if this thing actually works out. I mean, of course, there's definitely kinks. Students that don't have Wi-Fi. Charter has been gracious enough to give people charter Wi-Fi. The school has hotspots that they're sending. They just started distributing lunches to 5 elementary schools so parents can go and grab lunches and take it back home every day. So it's been some stuff. Now, here is the issue. And if you saw my last video, you know what this issue is. My classroom tanks. I cannot go back in the building, and actually tomorrow is the last day. After tomorrow, I won't be able to go back into the building until this thing is lifted, and Missouri just pushed back our April 5th return to April 22nd. And if they push it back from April 22nd, I'm afraid that'll probably go the whole rest of the year. We usually get out in May. I'm not sure. Principals don't know about prom and graduation, and, seniors are thinking about that kind of stuff. This guy right here, it's my beastie, big guy. He's be sucking all on the glass. Like the glass. Look at the clowns. The clowns are kicking it. Yeah. So stay tuned on that, because it's definitely going to be a video from when I get up. I believe the school is open from 11:30 to 1. They said this is your last opportunity to get any materials that you need out of your classrooms. This, that, and the third. I've gotten all the materials I needed. I need to get my fish. So, and I have to do it as soon as possible because they don't want a lot of people in the school. They're trying to quarantine the school. And hey, what movie is this from? Fishy, 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 fishy. Fishy, 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 fishy. Fishy, fishy. What movie is that from? Anybody? 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 I'm waiting.
Daddy.
Hello, son. Hi, I'm online. You don't care though, do you? Yeah. You see the fish?
The fish right there.
Yeah, that fish right there. Where the big fish at? Which fish are the bigger ones? Are those the big fish?
That big fish.
Yeah, the big fish. What's that? The small fish? You see those small fish? And then we got the baby fish over there. Yeah. Yeah.
That fish right there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now go upstairs with mommy. Go to bed. Okay? I'll see you in a minute. Okay? All right. Love you. Thanks, Holly. Alien World, what's cracking? What's cracking? Alien World Aquatics is in this thing. Finding Dory, no. Deuce Bigelow is correct. 3,000. You shouldn't even. We know all the movies together. Yes, Chewy, I am staying well. Thank you so much. Making sure everybody else is. I just see the redhead girl with headgear tapping the glass in Nemo. So in Deuce Bigelow, Deuce was asked to. He was a fish enthusiast, and he took care of fish tanks, aquariums, and this rich guy had him watch his aquarium, and he had a saltwater tank, and he had a lionfish in there, and he's like, the big fish, the big fish with the spikes. I love him. Fishy, fishy, fishy. And he's tapping on the glass, and he's saying fish, fish, and he's like, hey, stop that. They don't like that. He kept telling them what to do. You just watch the fish. That's what you do. That's it. Watch the fish, and if this fish dies, then you die. That's what he was saying to him. The Joseph Davis made it. What's up, Joe? Hey, that's one of my students. Graduated, man. He's like an old man now, but he has an awesome YouTube channel, man. The dude sings. He was in my classroom crooning, man. The dude can blow, and he has a hilarious YouTube channel. You guys, the Joseph Davis right there. It's good seeing you, bro. So yeah. I've got to get these fish out of the classroom. It's my classroom tank. I just did the planting tank. I just can't let it just go. So that's a 29-gallon and it's a 40-gallon. Now the 40-gallon just has my Kenji and Buna, my golden cichlid, and another Synodontis cat. And I have enough Synodontis cat. I have a huge Synodontis cat in there. I have a Synodontis cat in there with my green phantom pleco. I have a Synodontis cat in my my Fry Ain't Shy juvenile tank. Where am I putting another Synodontis cat? But this is what I got. Those two in Buna are big enough to go into my 75-gallon. I've had enough fish kind of croak on me, maybe 2 or 3, so should be all right. But now we get to the plant, and I'll put the Synodontis. I'll put him somewhere too. The Platy Guppy tank, y'all. The Platy Guppy tank, B. What are we going to do?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, son. What did I tell you to do? You went upstairs, but you didn't stay up there.
That's fishes.
Yes, you know the fishes.
That's fish in the water.
Yeah. Now, is Puppy Pals or something on?
Yeah, puppy dog.
Yeah, the puppy dog with Rolly, Bingo, Luke and Dookie, whatever their names are.
Bingo.
Yeah, Bingo and Rolly. Is Bluey on?
Yeah, roll on.
So this is what happens when you have pandemics where parents have to stay at home with their kids. They can't get none of their work done. There's been plenty of parents that have been calling and be like, oh my God, where are you teachers? Can we just drop our kids off? Absolutely not. You got to deal with that thing. Simple as that. They're probably not shy, are they? They looking right at you. They came right to you. They think you're going to feed them, huh? Huh? Yeah, they're saying hi to the fish. All right, Larry D, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming through. Tristan, go to bed. I'll see you later. Go in there with mommy. If she sleep, wake her up. She don't have nothing to do tomorrow. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So with the planting tank, it's a 29-gallon. Now I have a 29-gallon over there. That 29-gallon over there is housing 6 fish. Remember, that is my 5 fire eye females and my German ruby red. Now, they can actually go down here in this 40-gallon. And for those of you guys that don't remember this 40-gallon, it has my sunshine, lockjaw, which is iceberg German mix, couple of female peacocks, and those blue face babies that I had Reggie at Malawi Aquatics keep for me. It has a Synodontis cat, it has my Z-Rock, and it has my green Phantom Pleco. So I can house those 5 in there and put them on into that 40-gallon. And I may, oh snap, he got another one. He already has one holding. He's doing the dance with another one. The dude can't get enough, man. Little German ruby red is on he's on these chicks, bro. He's just like, hey baby, what's cracking? It's like, you the finest fire eye female in this joint. So let's get it popping one time. You already know what it is. And they falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker. They're on it. So yeah, so I'm thinking I don't have that long in there. So I am going to have to get those plants and put them in the bucket, scoop as many of those platies and those babies out that I can. Hi. And Tristan, hold on. Hey, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Stay up there. Scoop those plants. The boy has no fear. He just runs through the darkness. I love it. Such an awesome kid. At 2, he's practically a man. So I'm gonna have to grab those plants out there. We're not supposed to stay in the school that long. We're gonna grab those plants. We're going to scoop as many of those guppies and those platies as I can. They are pregnant. They have had fry. They are in there. I'm gonna try to get as many of them as I can. There's a snail colony in there. Of course, you know, those are asexual, so they'll reproduce like crazy, even if I just get one. And I have sponge filters here. And I have some Fritz's bacteria. So I could really drain this 29-gallon and I could just make it happen here. After I empty that tank. So that's the plan, and I'm trying to get it all on video so that I can make a new video out of it. Bizz, you can partially drain the tank and carry the whole thing. I guess I could, couldn't I? Drain the water out of the planted tank, leave plants planted, cover the tank tightly to keep humidity in, use saran wrap, keep out of direct sun, and get it home. Well, where am I gonna put another 29-gallon at? Guess I can probably make some space over here. All right, Candy, I hear you. Zinjin, I hear you too. You get somebody to help me, probably just take it on out to the car. All of my LFS have closed till further notice, except Petco. Getting supplies have become an issue, says Rob's Aquariums. Luckily, the guppies and platies are hardy and can handle the move. I hope it goes well. Yeah, we shall see. My local Petco frozen food selection stinks. Yeah, Petco does not have a good frozen food selection. That plane's a lot. Snails. Just put where the one you got is. What? Or you could just send me the plants. Just remember to take a bucket and siphon with you and towels. I have a siphon at the school there and buckets. But you know what? I brought that siphon home too. So I'll probably take the big siphon. Tristan, son, you have not taken a nap today at all, have you? You should be sleepy.
That's weekly.
You're not sleepy. Well, go watch TV and I will be up there, okay? You just got the run of the house, don't you? Your mom must be asleep. Any recommendations to get frozen bloodworms? Hey, Pestotics, question, man. Can you get her some frozen blood? I'm sorry. Can you get Rob's aquarium some frozen bloodworms? Pestotics can get them to you if he can get them to you. I don't buy that frozen food. I like Akari and avoid possible parasites from a lower quality food. I buy the Pet Smart frozen bloodworms and haven't had an issue. Are the snails and plants in the same aquarium? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So yeah, so look, that's gonna be my next video. So that's where I'm up to. You guys get the sneak peek of what it's gonna be about. Hopefully everything goes as planned, especially with this being the last day. So the next thing I want to know, what are you guys doing? For those of you guys that are stuck up in the house, what are you guys doing with this extra time from work, or extra time with the fam, or extra time in the house, or if it hasn't even affected you, what have you guys been doing? What have you guys been buying? What type of food do you have in your houses right now? What do you guys got going on in there? You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. Because I fell for it. I fell for it in the stores. I lost my mind, saw people snatching stuff. And then, of course, all 6'4", 280. I'm 285 now. Was winning their buck crazy. So what have you guys been getting? What have you guys got stored up? You have plenty of everything that you need. For those of you guys whose states have issued a statewide mandate of staying in the house, what do you guys have? My Petco has had bloodworms in a week. Never ordered frozen foods from online before. I can attest to Pestotics. If he does have them, I'm pretty sure he would be able to get them to you, no problem. And they would be, I'm gonna put my seal of approval on it for Pestotics. Definitely exchange information and let him holler at you real quick. If he has that, he'll definitely be able to get it to you. Sounds like Bizz is planning on raiding our houses. Keep quiet. Do a Mission Impossible soundtrack to rescue the fish in your video. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. And I'm gonna be running around frantic like dun 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 dun. I don't have the proper supplies or capability to ship frozen food at this time. Plus, wouldn't be cost effective for either my customers or me, not at this point. Okay, Pestotics. Canned salmon and canned chicken, says Monica Lynn. Sounds good. It affects me through the lack of, Chewy says it affects me through the lack of social workers to get a cripple like me food. But with the world shut down, things are going to change. Online concerts, etc., and lack of publicity people too. Life here as a country girl, about the same. Stock booze and ammo. Sounds good. Holly, where you at? Where you oh, you're in Lebanon, right? Missouri. Yeah, out there in the sticks. Booze and ammo. Yeah, I spent quite a bit on it myself. I have a bunch of kids, so I shop large all the time. I'm good on food and supplies except pet food. Even food for my dogs has become harder to find. Okay. All right. I hear you, Robs. I ate my Pepperidge Farm cheddar fish already. Frozen food needs a special carrier. Ah, I see. Hey, everyone. Sailfin Aquatics, thanks for coming through. Fish Tropic, thanks for coming through. Everyone should learn how to grow their own food, says Peplin Creek Aquatics. Peplin got to throw the videos out so we can know how to make our own food. What's the secret? Throw it in the sauce. I went to grocery stores. Of course, went down the liquor aisle, got baby her wine, got me to my cognac, and a little Bud Light for chaser. They were running out of meat. Like meat was just going crazy. So when I saw bacon, I got bacon. I took bacon. I did lunch meat, deli meat, like turkey and ham for the boys. Got hot pockets for the kids. Got pizzas for the kids. Got plenty of juice, orange juice, lemonade, simply orange. Got vegetables. Got the steam fresh for me, so I could just throw those joints in the microwave. I've been on this trying not to eat any carbs, trying not to eat after 7, and trying not to eat before 11 kick, doing push-ups, and I've been biking on the bike, not outside on the bicycle, but I've been doing in between 45 to 50 minutes daily on the bike, and just trying to get my healthy sexy back. You know what I'm saying? So I got peaches and beans. I got pineapples, peaches, mixed fruit cups for the kids. I've barbecued twice already. Actually, just I did pork steaks a couple of days ago, and yesterday I did these big brontosaurus burgers. If you look at my last video, the wife makes them, seasons them up, and gives them to me to go ahead and throw on the grill. Being married to a home economics teacher really pays off in times like this. I wake up to delicious breakfast, omelets, spinach and turkey omelets. And she just fried up some tilapia. I didn't even know she had fish. Fried up some tilapia, and I had some Brussels sprouts that she sauteed. Really good, really good. She makes my coffee with Bailey's and Godiva chocolate now. Pretty cool. Yeah. So, hey, you're not going anywhere. You might as well just chill. So, Monica Lynn, sister from a different Mr. Dry ice isn't cheap and needs to be handled carefully. Plus, it can add some weight to the package. Pestatics. Oh, Pestatics and Chewy are talking. All right. Jalapeno peppers, cream cheese, and bacon and trout on grill. That sounds delicious. Holly Gibbs, flat out. Sandy, thanks for coming through. What's cracking? We're talking about what have you been doing if you're stuck up in the house. So far we've gotten to foods. Punchy Pam, what's popping? Thanks for coming through, Punchy. Coffee with Fireball. That sounds good. I think I have a little shot of Fireball in one of my coat pockets. And a spoonful of whipped cream on top. That sounds actually delicious. I worked in the yard all Sunday and prepped some raised beds. It was nice to be in the garden. What is this coffee you speak of? Alien World Aquatics already knows what the coffee about. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's things to do there. I've started my 2K20 basketball season since there's no sports to watch. So I've started my character. Actually looks like me. Let me show you. My character looks like Chattanooga Air. Thanks for coming through, man. Oh shit! Bust my head. What the fuck is this? Beanbag chair. All right. So on the 2K. All right. So that's what I've been spending a little of my time doing. Now, when you see him, see if he looks like me. All right. That's like the whole point. So in the start of the season, I then accidentally started the second season because I had tried to put in these different. So here he is. Let's see if you guys can see him. Is it? All right. Uh-oh. All right. So yeah, you get to do stuff that you really haven't done before. All right. So my suit, I got a snakeskin suit from Express. There he is. And his name is the Bizz. Ooh, look at that boy right there. I got a Gatorade deal. I got a Nike deal. Look at that boy right there. he be getting it in. Let me show you some of the stuff I'll be wearing in the neighborhood. Look at my neighborhood gear. Look at that. Hoodied up. I got on the taxis. You know what I'm saying? Look at these shoes. Boom. I got the Scotties. I got the Jordan. Look at those boys. They fresh. Well, let me put him in the neighborhood. Let me show you what he looked like when he goes in the neighborhood. Wait till he gets in the neighborhood. So yeah, man, I gave him, the little rough bushel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have shut down their the barber shops. So you gotta make do with what you got going on. Danikin, welcome. Thanks for coming through. Not the same in Canada. It has come via trucking companies. Okay. Mr. 3000, I just got the Xbox One a couple of days ago with a bunch of games with someone that needed money. Hey, look, go ahead and spend the $14.99, Robs, and get the Xbox Game Pass. You'll be able to download all kinds of games. What's going on here? They're technically not free because you got to pay $14 a month. But if you're going to be on it, it's the thing to do. I got to get a triple double to get 3,000. So here's my guy right here, baby. Watch this. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're supposed to do it. Where the? Oh, man. I have like these, you can make them like do these different dances and stuff. Where's it at? Show off, left trigger. Where's it at? That's crazy. This thing not working. Yeah. Anyway, you can go to the phone and whatnot. I don't know. Anyway, so that's one thing that I'm doing. So back to here. All right, so I guess I kind of wanted to show you guys that in my pastime, now that school started up, of course I'm gonna be doing that first. That's gonna be first and foremost, but rest of the day I'm trying to get my characters' ratings up so I don't look like a poo butt in the gym and stuff like that, which is weird because he's not doing the stuff he's supposed to be doing. But what are you guys doing? I'm also watching a lot of Netflix, been able to catch up on Netflix. I was up to like 3 this morning, not on purpose. I was playing the game for a while. But then there was this movie that I watched. It was called Cue Ball. So the prisoners in San Quentin actually get jerseys and basketballs from the Golden State Warriors. And so they're the Q Warriors. So they got a squad that they play, and on Saturdays they have some people from the outside world come in, and they come into the prison and they play a straight up basketball game. And they had one cat in there that was doing his thing, man. And when he got out, he was able to go to the Golden State G League tryout. So I'm going to tell you the rest, but it was definitely a good movie. What have you guys been doing to pass the time as far as Netflix or Hulu goes? I've got a couple of picks, but dying to know if there's something that you really like watching, man. Let me know. What do you guys got out there? I'm doing my taxes, hoping for a refund, but probably not. You just now doing your taxes. Where my turkey soda? So Pump just planted 12 red mangroves in the mud skipper tank at Nanikin Aquatics. That's what's up. I love mud skippers. They are so cool. You ever seen them fight? They got those 2 teeth at the top and 2 at the bottom, and they look like they're just about to just lip lock, and they just go hard on each other. Holly Gibbs don't watch TV. They got some stuff. Holly. Okay, weird question. Has anyone been able to watch the movie Contagion since the outbreak? Dude, and I was just about to bring that up, Rob. On Netflix, they've got all movies from back due to this outbreak. So actually, Outbreak is out. Contagion is out. Back out. What else? I'm surprised they don't have Step One that had Samuel L. Jackson. Every time you touch somebody, it just gets passed along. I don't really want to watch those type of movies. Not in this time. I really like to watch. First of all, I like comedy. All right. I like action adventure, I like comedy, I like karate flicks. They've got a karate zombie movie out now. I'm not a fan of zombies, but I am a fan of vampires, witches, Harry Potter magician type stuff. I don't mind doing that. So I've watched The Magicians before. Salem Witches was really good, really dark. Castlevania has its 3rd season. I have to watch that. The Order is pretty good. Umbrella Academy is pretty good if you haven't seen that. And you're into I guess it's sci-fi or mystical, whatever it is. Um, yeah, so those are really good. Um, but I have a couple of suggestions. The Madam C.J. Walker is called Self Made. The wife was watching that. That was really good. 3000 says that it was dope. So I haven't watched that yet, but I'm putting that on there. Cue Ball, which I watched last night about the basketball players in San Quentin prison and how they're having a whole basketball thing going on. They got a lot of older movies on Netflix now. I guess they knew people were going to be in, and they want to do something for the 80s babies. So for movies wise, 3000, we're gonna get to TV shows in a minute. Harlem Nights, starring Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, a host of different comedians. If you haven't seen that, which probably most people have, Harlem Nights is great. Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J, that's out on Netflix. Cop Out with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. They're two cops. They're on the same. They're detectives. They're doing their thing. The other guys with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, hella funny. They're also detectives. Semi Pro with Will Ferrell and Andre 3000's in there. Set back in the 70s. He's a basketball. He has the basketball team, the Flint, Michigan Tropics, and he's the general manager, the owner, and he's also the power forward for the team. So that's hella funny. Get him to the Greek. That's on Netflix. That has Russell Brand in it and Jonah. What's Jonah's last name? The big kid from Superbad. He's in there. That's funny. Ride Along is funny, but I didn't see it on Netflix. I'm not sure. And that's with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. They have all the Bad Boys 1 and 2. 3 is still in the theaters with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Want to catch up on those movies are great. The After Party is really a good movie if you're a hip hop head. Definitely about a guy who is a freestyle lyricist, and he's trying to get put on into the industry, and he has to go through all of these different things and rap. This is pretty good. Now for movies that have seasons or TV shows that have seasons, Dave just came out. It's Little Dicky, his story. Definitely great. Curb Your Enthusiasm is back out with it's I'm not sure if it's his final season, but Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David, the maker of Seinfeld, hilarious. If you're into more of the witches dark stuff, that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Fish Keep in Jamaica? Thanks for coming through, G. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they revamped it, made it a little bit darker. Of course, she's a teenager, so it's set in high school or a witches academy or whatever. Dracula, I think it actually only has 3 episodes, but I liked it. I don't know if they're gonna make any more or not, but it was definitely pretty good. Scandal has 7 seasons. If you're looking for something for the long run, stars Kerry Washington as Olivia Pope. I know it's kind of probably older right now, which also brings me to Desperate Housewives, which I did watch for a long time, and a show called Weeds is actually pretty good. That was good. I think Weeds is on Netflix. All these shows I'm talking about right now are definitely on Netflix. Shameless, I think I've mentioned this one already before. Definitely a great season for you to watch. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, definitely a great season to watch over. Ozark is actually coming out with season 3. The first 2 seasons are awesome. Stars Jason Bateman. He's great in everything. If you're looking for a movie It's great and everything. Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, definitely hilarious. Some classic Jason Bateman in there. Um, he's played in a host of different things. I have to work, so I only have my regular days off, so I don't have that much time. But I will try to check out some of these shows. All right, Monica. Like, if you have to be shut out in the crib, these are some good some good picks. On my block, just came out with season 3, I believe, about these 4 kids that live in Inglewood, California, and they go through all the different types of stuff. It's really good. I like it a lot. The Last OG starring Tracy Morgan and also has Tiffany Haddish in it. Definitely a good show to watch too, as far as seasons go. And then my last one that I have on my list is Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is I think they're in season 3 also, but as you can tell from the dress, that's what Peaky Blinders is all about. Real gangster, bang bang, shoot 'em up, action adventure type of show. So there you go, man. That's a couple of things that you can do if you have to sit down and you're shut out and shut in. Games, TV shows, seasons, you can Netflix it on up. I'm pretty sure their stock has went up while everything else has gone down. If you're on Disney Plus, Mandalorian that season is off. They're still, I think, awaiting season 2. But they have the Clone Wars, which is in season 7, and I've watched it from the beginning to the end. It's animated, but it's good. It's good. They also have a Clone Wars movie where Yoda gets busy in it. So if you are a fan of Star Wars or something like that, Clone Wars is a good season TV show that has seasons that you can kind of get into. Other than that, if you guys are still stuck on Instagram and Snapchat or things like that, they got all these challenges coming that are out there. See a shot, take a shot. One of my favorites. The push-up challenge. They also on Facebook, there's a DJ that he's hosting a live party in your house. So he'll scratch, records for you, and you just throw your Facebook on and live stream them, and he's DJing. So DJ BJ, I believe, BEE DJ, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going on. The wife, all she does is play spades on her spades app on the phone, which she's gotten me into too. And we'll be sitting there playing spades. If you are living with someone and you are sitting and shut in with them and you haven't been so for this long, it might be important that you find your own space in your crib or your house, your domicile, wherever you reside, and take you some alone time and space away, because there are hungry divorce lawyers for after this pandemic. They are itching to get your money because they have a feeling that you really don't like the person that you're with. Cat's out the bag. I'm just putting it out there. So more of a saltwater thing, but Blue Planet is good Netflix show. They also have, it's another nature show that just came out on. I love any nature show with David Attenborough. I just like his voice when he voiceovers the stuff. You have some good looking Dragon Bloods. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that they're getting big, and they don't look as colorful as they used to. I really need to get them to sire some. Fry. And that's what I may do. I may just put a couple of those female fire eye in here and see which one of these big boys go at them. I'm pretty sure that Turkish is going to jump on one. I really want my OB to jump on one. I've been looking for my Dragon Blood to jump on anything, especially this one behind me. Get over there. Yeah, that's my big boy, but he's just not looking as big as he used to. I'm scared. That yellow lab, he looks great. He's been doing his thing. This royal blue is a bully. What containers do you have for transporting your fish tomorrow? Maybe a 5-gallon bucket, just fill it halfway or so. Then maybe you can take the tank covered. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've plenty of those Home Depot buckets. I know lids won't do too much as keeping the water, but it's just a 29 gallon. So I'll get it all acclimated and get those platies, guppies, and babies in that thing, and we'll go from there. Also a bonus. I'm not even going to tell you guys right now, but I'm getting three. I'm getting three of them. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting three of them. I just got to get up there and get them because there's only one other person that has a fish tank, and that is the guy that I got the guppies from. And it was set up by one of the secretaries from him. So she is actually going to break it down, and she has nowhere to put these three aquatic creatures. And she asked me if I wanted them, and I really do kind of want them. So they're going to join. They're going to join the planet with the platies and the guppies. Dude, this actually could shape up to look like a pretty awesome tank. But I don't have anywhere to put the thing. I guess I just have to figure that out. Oh my God, I got another holding female. Where? Oh, see, I've got Fry in the bow out. I've got Fry in the breeder box. I'm gonna have to get another. Can you guys still hear me? Are we still good? Just got a message saying that my connection is unstable. That is a great reason to buy more fish or buy more tanks. Dude, I'm already pushing it. The wife is over here looking. See, I keep them clean. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't stink, she could care less. She's good. So I told her the other day, she was like, "You're bringing another?" I have a 10-gallon in the garage that I was going to set up today. I need to set that thing up tonight just in case. I'm not telling you, Monica. You got to see. I'm doing a video. You'll see in the video. But they're pretty cool. And they're albino. I think 2 are albino and 1 is regular. I think that's going to be all right. If I set up the 10-gallon, that's not going to take the place of the 29-gallon. I'm trying to prevent bringing that tank from school home, but let's see. I've got 3 platies, and I'm sorry, I have 4 platies and 6 guppies. They should be comfortable in a 29, right? Oh, 3000. 3000 has a rescued red devil that he has rescued. Alan S., thanks for coming through. Um, and what do you have it in right now? 3,000. That Red Devil, how big is it? Is it gonna? Can I put it in my 10 gallon, or will I have to throw him in the 70? You said he's a killer, right? I don't want him to. You think he'll be all right in the 75? Is he as big as these guys? Red Devils are mean as hell, man. He get to go in here taking some of my beauties out. It's gonna be an issue. Just make sure you take the filter if you don't bring the tank home, and you just cycle the new tank really fast. Yeah, and I also have that Fritz's instant cycled bacteria formula juice that I've used in multiple of my tanks. That stuff works really good to cycle your tank really fast. But I will bring the filter also, and I probably will take one of these old filters out and double up, like as far as the sponge filter goes, and then we should be good. We should be good. Red Devils, you guys. Can I put the Red Devil in here with my African cichlids without it being an issue? I'm scared, man. He's in a quarantine. Irony. He's in a quarantine tank. All I know is that if they are going to quarantine that high school, I might as well bring the tank because that means I got two 40-gallon tanks in there that I wonder if they're spraying anything or is it going to damage my crap. Chattanooga Ed said he would not do the Red Devil in with the African cichlids. I agree with him. I would be careful with that, says Danikin. Yes, I agree. The Red Devil is 6 to 7 inches and he's got to be by himself. Okay, thank you. 6 to 7 inches Red Devil for these guys. It'd be all bad. It would be all bad. I put that joker in the 10-gallon for the time being. Should be all right for a little while. Red Devil, it's in the name. He needs his own crib. What if I named the Red Devil Monica Lynn? And so we have a bunch of African cichlids. Those are Dragon Bloods and a Yellow Lab and Sulfurhead and a Turkish. And over there, the big fish in the 10-gallon there. Now that's Monica Lynn. You don't want no parts of her. You don't want no parts of Monica Lynn. She's a devil. What movie was that? Oh, you're the devil. You're the devil. I would put my Melochromis up against that Red Devil. Melochromis are mean. I hear you, Chewy. That sounds good. Are we fish fighting now? You're gonna get me arrested like Michael Vick. That is right. Marcus, you're the devil. That is right. Boomerang. Very good. Well, look, y'all. I went over my time. It's an hour 14. It's 10:30 here. I'm sure it's like 11:30. Yeah, you guys' time for most of you guys that probably on different coasts. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Holly Gibbs, thanks for sticking it through with us. I really appreciate you. Chewy, always. I appreciate you. Danikin Aquatics, always. I appreciate you all. Monica Lynn, you already know how I feel about you. I appreciate you. But thank you all. And if you play this back and listen to some of the picks from Netflix or apps on your phone, whatever it is that you may do to get you through this time, man, this critical time in our country, Do what it is that you need to do, you guys. And I'll do streams, or and I'll throw some videos out, maybe just to keep the time going, and just stay healthy out there. All right, stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your fam. Make sure you check on your parents and friends and loved ones and all of that. And it's time for us to come together at home. Just kind of like, you know, keep your social distances. If you absolutely have to go out and you absolutely have to work, make sure that you take care of yourself. All right. That's gonna be it from me. You guys take it easy. I appreciate you all. All right. And as always, get at me. Fishy Biz Aquatics, baby. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you.